What I'm going to show you is down to the minute on how to cook perfect wings every time. All right, guys, on to the very first step. Cut open these packages, and the easiest way I found to do it is to start with the top, and I do one additional cut down the center to kind of fillet it open, just plop the wings out. Now that they're out of the packages, the next step is simply just to rinse them off. Now that we have the wings rinsed, we're gonna move on to the next phase, which is soaking the wings in a salt water solution. We're gonna take 24 wings and put them in the bowl. The next thing is to just add tap water to the bowl. We're just gonna use enough water to cover the wings. You don't need to fill the whole bowl with water. We just need to cover the wings. And then the instructions on our wing mix bag have the amount, but we're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt per 12 wings. So because we're doing 24, we're simply doubling that. Then we're going to throw a lid on them, and we're going to hopefully have room in our refrigerator to put them in. They need to soak for at least 2 hours. They can soak all day, they can soak overnight, they can soak for a very long time, but soak them for at least 2 hours. It's the prime time that we have found works. While your wings are soaking, we're going to get the next part ready, which is prepping the fryer to do the work. Inside of the fryer are the 2 markings. We want to fill to the max, but we don't want to go over the max. I leave the heating element inside when I fill it so that it's a more accurate measurement. You're going to set the dial to 374 degrees with the oil in the system. Then we're going to flip it on. Once the power is on, you're going to notice that you have a red light at the top of the fryer. That is an indication that there's power on. And once the light clicks off, that's go time for the wings. So while this is cooking, we're going to cut over to the wing prep side of things that have been soaking in salt water so we can get ready for the next phase. We have soaked the wings for 2 hours. This is when you grab our wing mix. This is an all-natural family recipe wing mix that gives you the crispy crunch on every bite of the wing. We're going to take a mixing bowl. The amounts are on the bag, but we're going to use a cup of wing mix per 24 wings. So we're going to take our wings that have been soaking for at least 2 hours in salt water, take a colander or a strainer, whatever you have, dump the wings into it to get the excess water off. Strain the excess water out. You want the wings wet. The water that was on the wings is all that the wing mix sticks to. There's no additional eggs, there's no additional steps. Once you're satisfied with the straining of the excess water, we're just going to pour them into the bowl. So I'm going to hand mix these just to get each one coated fully. If you have young kids that want to help, I encourage you, let them help. It can be a fun process. So we have our wings. They're battered up. We're going to pull the fryer basket out. We're going to stick it on a towel because there is some oil residue that's going to be on the fryer basket. It's submerged in the oil right now as it's heating up. And then we're going to stack the wings in there. We need to basically back and forth them to get them in. So I'm going to show you how I have done it forever. I generally start with the drummies because they're the bigger and they take up more space. So I generally start with the fat part of the drummie facing one direction on both sides. I start with all drummies. Then mix them up so the fat part faces the other side and cram them up against each other. You don't need to save space. It's going to be submerged in oil. It doesn't matter. They cook perfectly, but we've got to get 24 in here. So I'm going to do this all the way down. So there's 12. They take up a lot of it. So now what we're going to do is just pile in the flats to fill in the gaps. When you do the flats, it would seem that laying them flat 2 on each other would be the same height as laying one on its side. It does not. And what happens is as they cook, they expand a little bit and the one that's sitting on top does not get cooked as well. So lay them sideways and stack them up against each other. Trust me, I've tried the other way. It doesn't work. The light has turned off, so here's what we do. We drop the basket into the oil and you set a timer. This is extremely important. Set a timer. For 24 wings, we fry for 25 minutes. So we are at just about 10 minutes left on our timer. The good news is as this thing is frying, you do not need to babysit. Walk away, do whatever else you're doing if you guys are making additional food. Having said that, at around 10 minutes or so, I generally come take a look. I grab a little pair of metal tongs. All I'm doing is verifying that inside all of the flats are still under the oil. So you'll notice that this one is barely sticking out. It doesn't matter. Sometimes when they're fat, they start to rise up and you'll have 1 or 2 that actually kind of come out of the oil. They're still cooking. They're going to taste fine. But then at that 10-minute mark, I just use my tongs, I flip it over so that the other side is submerged in the oil and kind of rearrange as best I can to keep everything under the oil while it's cooking. So once you hit your 25 minutes, We're going to lift the basket out and set it on top of the little holder. Flip the power off. As you can see, these little guys are crispy. The final piece of the puzzle is to sauce the wings. I'm going to use my absolute personal favorite, Arizona Gunslinger jalapeno pepper sauce. If you like spicier things, I can't recommend this any higher. Any sauce that you would like to do, you're going to use the same method to sauce them up. What we're going to do is take a stick of butter, around 1 teaspoon, put it in the measuring cup, and then we're going to stick it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Pour that into your bowl. Once the butter is in there, we're going to take our sauce. About 2 ounces of sauce for 24 wings. We're going to start with that. If your sauce is runnier, you might use a little bit more. Some are thicker. So there's no exact amount, but we're going to start with this and just see once we start mixing how it looks. So we got the sauce done. We're ready to move back to the wings and get those ready. So what I like to do, because the wings are been crammed in that little basket, I'm going to dump them into a mixing bowl by themselves. So all I'm going to do right now is just kind of separate the wings. Some of the batter that was stuck in between one will peel off. Don't worry about it. It doesn't affect the flavor or the crunch for each one. So each one has been separated. I'm now going to pour them into the bowl with the sauce. There's no perfect way to mix wings, but this is how I do it. I basically take the sides of both bowls, I shake it back and forth, I swirl it around, and then you start with the flipping. Now, I have done this so many times, it's going to look a little easier than it's going to feel when you do this. And yes, many wings have taken flight onto the ground, and I generally just eat them because I don't care. But for your sake and those who are eating your wings, maybe just be careful because they will want to shoot out of here. Sometimes it looks like you don't have near enough sauce in there, but if you'll continue to mix for just a little longer than you think you might have to, it will cover really well. So there it is, folks. They taste as good as they look, I promise. On behalf of Wolfe's Wings, I'm Zach Wolfe. Please subscribe, please share. Let's expand Wolfe's Wings family to everybody that's interested. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.